I am your host, Justin LaBar. Show number 46. We are counting down to 50 next month. It is the Pioneer Sideline home for all of your Point Park sports. And I'll tell you, the hot button issue, if you're talking Point Park sports, you got to be talking about the girls basketball team. Yes, this is the same team who we had to harp on last year about being 2-25. But sure enough, things are looking for a turnaround as they had their big debut at the Q, the Quicken Loans Arena, home to the Cleveland Cavaliers. They were taking on the Northwestern Ohio Racers, who were making their debut, in the AMC Conference. Why wait no more? We're going to give you an extended version of the highlights. Out to the Q we go.
Here is Point News Now sports reporter Justin LaBar. Justin?
Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Arian. We are a day away from voting to begin for the next president of the United States. We're about 3 hours away from Monday Night Football, featuring the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Washington Redskins. Now, what if I told you we may know who's going to be our next president by the end of Monday Night Football before Election Day? That's right, a president precedent. Impossible? The Washington Redskins would disagree. Since 1936, the last home game the nation's capital's team would have prior to the Tuesday election would provide a trend to the results of the new president. If the Redskins won, the incumbent party would stay in office. If the Skins lost, a new party would take control. So that would mean if the Skins win, McCain is in. If the Steelers win, Obama is in. The trend is true. Take you back to the year 2000. It was Gore versus Bush. In the controversial close margin, Bush became president by only 5 electoral votes, and the incumbent Democratic Party was no longer in office. The last home game the Redskins had prior to that election was a Monday night game against the Titans, where they lost by 1 touchdown. 17 times out of 17 times, the trend has happened. With what is possibly at stake in tonight's gridiron showdown, I took the word to the Berg to see if the interest in the game goes up even more than it already is. So, I leave you on the topic of tonight's games with a few thoughts. What does it mean when America's leading sports pick America's leaders? Is that good or bad? Hank Williams Jr. for years has sung the opening theme from Monday Night Football. He's a huge Steeler fan, but is also a huge McCain supporter. What is he to do? So Steelers win, Obama makes history and takes office. Redskins get the win, McCain and the Republicans keep control of the White House. What if there's a tie in the football game? Could we have a write-in candidate? When we come back, I'll give you the rest of your sports, including how Point Park Volleyball is looking for playoffs. That and more after the break. And he stressed to make sure that it was made apparent that these ladies, this is on their free will. This is no release. This is no disciplinary action. This is strictly by their own choice. And he released a statement to us and simply said this. He said, anytime you lose players from a team, it's like losing a family member or someone you know really well. He said, everyone in life has different circumstances on why they do things, and I respect their decision to not participate on this basketball team. That is Coach Sam Kasanovich. He just completed his 2nd year. That is his official statement. So, Sam has always been a classy guy, Josh, and
good, Johnny. Stay wide, stay wide, stay wide, stay wide. Small court. Zone don't mean get lazy. When you set a pick, things open up. That eliminates everything we do.
the Pioneers would get a stern talk in the locker room from Coach Rager, and he said, let this be a wake-up and a reality check that you're going to have to play better. they would have less than 18 hours for the words of the coaching staff to sink in as Sunday afternoon they would try to weather the Lake Erie storm. And here we go. Batin, he's going to try to bounce back. He was 3 for 20 that day before. Anton Batin, long 2 from Eastern Russia. And he said, oh, I can do it a little bit better. Long 3 shot for Anton. Batin steps right in. This looks good right here. Little J, doink, doink. Easy. Batin, another 2. Anton Batin went absolutely crazy. The big man from Lake Erie, Rick Leisure, he shows he can do it. Josh Trocchio, the redshirt sophomore, the transfer sophomore, excuse me. Josh Trocchio again. Trocchio with the 3 points. Trocchio, congratulations to him for his first points, 31-18 Point Park. Dante Anglin, look at that powerful. We're going to watch this again. He took 1 step, planted right off, boom, freshman from North Hills. That is powerful, Dante Anglin. Tony Townsend, mid-air adjustment. He would have a lot to say in this game later on. We'll get back to him. PPU going to get called for a block there. Erie's going to get a jumper. So all of a sudden, it's now 41-39 at the half. Point Park has led all game, but things would change up here. We're going to go to the second half. Townsend, nice little turnaround shot. Devon Alexander, freshman from McKeesport, nice jumper for him. Tony Townsend going strong, but do not get too cocky because Lake Erie was still trying to make this one close. Erie for 3. Lake Erie again, basket and the foul. It's 75-68 Lake Erie. 5:04 to go. And ultimately, Point Park's going to go an 11-2 run. Anton Batin with a 3. Batin with the lay-in. It's now 78-76. So now the Pioneers down by 2. Townsend's going to get the bucket and tie it up 78-78. And now here we go. 14 seconds to go. What's going to happen? Sebastiani. Fans wanting to travel. No call. All of a sudden, Batin's going to shoot. Batin shoots. Nothing. Townsend gets fouled. So Townsend's going to go to the line. Tony Townsend with 2.6 seconds left. He's getting some words from Buban. Stone cold hits him. First one's good. 1 point lead. Second one's good. It is 80-78. Point Park would ultimately get the win as Rick Leisure could not make the 3. Tony Townsend, player of the game at 23 points. What do you have to say?
So we gonna get better, you know what I'm saying, like as a team, you know what I'm saying, we're going to grow as a team. Anton going to have to step up. We're going to all step up, you know what I mean. One day it might be Anton, Johnny, you know what I'm saying. It ain't just my team, it's a team thing, you know what I'm saying. Like, I just feel good after that win. I don't know.
Really, it's just a good victory. You know, it's early in the year, and I tend to forget that we're a young team. You know, and it's frustrating as a coach who's been used to coaching veteran teams, but it is what it is. You know, I think that by the second half of the year, I'll probably be in a nut house.
So there you go. He's going to be in a nut house. He says 80-78. Point Park gets the first win of the season right there. Townsend, 23 points, scoring his number, 12 rebounds, 4 steals. And as you heard there, he was just happy for the win. Up next, I'll give you more news on Point Park men's and women's basketball. Plus, I'll tell you why Cincinnati is the hated city to Pittsburgh sports fans, at least for this week. That and more after the break.
He needs $35 million to go to practice.
And this summer, they're going to take all those bonuses
I'll go
away.
practice for $5 with the Giants. Just give me a 5. I'll go practice with them.
All right,
Come on.
we'll bump Josh up to 23 for
He
lowering.
would shine Manning's shoes.
We'll bump Josh up to 23 for hookering himself out to the Giants. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have Dr. James Barry in the house. He'll go ahead and tell us if we messed up anywhere, and he'll put his input on this whole Plaxico Burst situation, and then I'll give you my final verdict. So as we stand, for Kedek, 23 points, Brittany, 19, and poor old Eisenberg sitting back, 18. What can you do? All right, we're taking a break. When we come back, more Courthouse on the other side of the break.